Ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids across our beloved empire, welcome to Arnold Howlnet News, the only news you'll ever need, because you have no other choice. But today, Larry, Gary, bring it on down. We got some news, some stuff happening in Galaxy of Heroes, and it's in relation to this guy, Kyle Katarn, already a fantastic character in Galaxy of Heroes, and he's getting a brand new ship, which is going to be benefiting the home one, and he basically got confirmation that Admiral Raddus is getting his own capital ship, Profundity. But Kyle Katarn is the main topic for today. His ship called the Raven's Claw. And there's a couple things we need to break down. First things first, this is designed to be the home one ship companion here. Lots of foresight, lots of assisting, it seems like. A lot of nice bonuses for home one. Again, it's weird getting rebel-based love when they're already a very competitive fleet in Galaxy Heroes. I use them every single granter. One of the best offensive fleets that don't really require many legendaries except for Han and Chewie's Millennium Falcon here. And before we get too far into the kit reveal, I just want to point this out right here. Why all the specific callouts to home one? There isn't another rebel capital ship. Well, not in Galaxy of Heroes. And as they said, what a profound question. So kind of more or less showing that they're doing all this home one specific thing and giving specific calls to the home one capital ship. We don't get many ship call out based things out there. So it's basically kind of setting us up for a Profundity capital ship. And the question is this going to be like an executor type of ship down the road? But whatever the case might be, Kyle Katarn does not seem to be a part of the Profundity equation, mainly because it's a pillar of the home one team. And last question you probably have is, how do I acquire this ship? There will be a galactic chase starting later this week. Not my favorite way of releasing things, unfortunately, in Galaxy Heroes, but we don't really get marquee ship events, and I really think they should do that. Galactic chase should be supplemental, additional. It shouldn't be the main way of farming things. Interesting thing to note, it's got the bounty hunter not a part of the tags for Kyle Katarn as his character. At least he has the Jedi and Rebel tag. No Rebel Fighter tag or anything, not even a Scandroid tag. So kind of interesting, because normally if you're a bounty hunter, by just simple logic in the game at least, you're already a Scandroid. So kind of interesting how they balance things out. And one more other thing, we're going to see this throughout the kit. It's only calling out non-Scoundrel rebels. Lots of restrictions, and it's mainly because Han and Chewie are Scoundrel and rebels, and Outrider. I get a weird feeling that Outrider is more for the Profundity, and now that we kind of have light confirmation of that. Anyways, let's take a look at the kit reveal. Support Jedi Rebel. I'm wondering if maybe they mislabeled it, because it says Bounty Hunter here. It's not Bounty Hunter here. You know, either way, the Bounty Hunter tag doesn't seem to be too meaningful for this kit. It would be interesting if it is actually a Bounty Hunter. There's like some weird way it works with the executor. That'd be kind of odd. Anyways, a rebel ship crewed by Kyle Katarn. This is able to dictate the flow of battle. Force-guided laser cannons deal physical damage to target enemy if Raven's Claw had foresight at the start of the turn. Attack a second time, and this is really nice. And dispel all buffs on the target enemy. Oh, that's nice. Kind of like Han's Millennium Falcon. Here's food for thought. What if the Profundity is going to steal away Han's Millennium Falcon, and they're creating this ship to fill in that potential blank spot? Because without Han's Millennium Falcon, home one's garbage. It's nothing all that special. It goes from an B plus, A minus tier fleet down to like C or D at that point. So might be interesting to see if this is maybe why they're doing that. I find it unlikely, but you know, just seeing some of these screenshots, there's no Han's Millennium Falcon here. So I don't know. Let's just keep on reading. Anyways, if there's target lock, call another random non-Scoundrel ally to assist. You see what I'm saying here? You know, it sounds like it's kind of being a knockoff Han's Millennium Falcon. Buff dispels on the basic. Call another non-Scoundrel rubber ally. So whether that's Cassian, Biston, Biggs, Wedge, you know, I'm just throwing thoughts in there. We like to run thought experiments here. Moving on. We got this first special, Out of the Sun, cooldown of 4. Deal physical damage to all enemies and remove 50% turret from the target enemy. Already nice. But if the home one is the allied capital ship, instead remove 100% turret. Man, that could really dictate the flow of the battle right there. And inflict daze and target lock for 2 turns to the target enemy. Do note, though, it can be resisted. So, for example, if you try going up against Houndstooth, man, would it be nice getting daze, target lock, and all that other fun stuff, determined removal, but it can be resisted. So there's a resistance check you got to get through. And of course, if there's tenacity up, good luck even trying. Moving on, unique battle flow manipulation at the start of the battle or when reinforced. For each other active non-scoundrel ally, Raven's Claw gains 40% max health. Oof. That's a lot. 40% max health for the rest of it. I mean, it depends what the base stats are. 40% raise of $1 is not really much. 40% raise of $100,000, that's a bit of a different story there. Raven's Claw's attacks can't be evaded, so nice. Non-scoundrel rebel allies gain 10% offense if home one is the allied capital ship. So again, there's a profundity coming, whether you want it or not, whether you believe it or not. It's most likely coming. 99.9% sure. It doesn't. You're missing on all this. So it seems like, again, they want it to be specific to this ship here, or this fleet. Non-scoundrel allies instead gain 30% offense. A random non-scoundrel rebel ally who didn't have defense up then gains defense up for one turn at the start of each enemy's turn. And if non-scoundrel rebel allies without defense up is damaged by an enemy attack, the enemy is inflicted with defense down, which can't be resisted. Let's keep on reading here. With the guiding foresight, second unique ability, we don't get a lot of multiple unique ability ships. We usually get lots of attacks and specials and maybe one unique ability. So definitely unique in its own regard to some extent. Guiding foresight. Whenever an allied non-scoundrel rebel ship assists another non-scoundrel rebel ship, I love the conditionals, it gains foresight for 2 turns, which is going to be nice, although Vader can still pop through that. Allied non-scoundrel rebel ships with foresight can ignore taunt effects. Houndstooth, TIE fighter, TIE bomber, oof, completely ignoring it, man. Tanks are really powerful in ships. They're slowly getting weakened over time, as we're seeing. It gains 4, moving on here, what was I saying? There we go. If they attack an enemy without a taunt effect, their foresight is dispelled. If Raven's Claw starts its turn, it's kind of a nice little trade-off, I suppose. If Raven's Claw starts its turn with foresight, inflict target lock on a random enemy who didn't already have for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. And if the home one is the allied capital ship, whenever foresight expires at a non-scoundrel rebel ship, that ship gains offense up, so you're trading buffs on your ships. Whenever an enemy is inflicted with target lock, Ravenclaw gains foresight for 2 turns. So lots of foresight opportunities. And when Ravenclaw has foresight, it gets plus 50 speed. Now we got to see what the base speeds are. We don't quite know, but 50 speed is quite a big chunk, especially in ships where there are no mods and not a lot of ships have speed amplifiers on them. So this could be a significant thing. We just got to wait and see until the stats get released. And then lastly, reinforcing your shields will fall. Enter battle. Raven's Claw gains critical damage up and stealth for 2 turns, and target enemy is inflicted with vulnerable for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. So it's not a very interesting reinforced ability. I think that's designed on purpose because you kind of want all these things active. In a way, this is kind of adding like new unique abilities, not just to this ship, but to Admiral Akbar's home one ship. So interesting ship. It's interesting that they're putting all this effort into home one specifically. Kind of makes sense because they're releasing a new ship here. But my question is, are they trying to get rid of Hans Millennium Falcon and move it on over? It's kind of like Houndstooth. Remember, Houndstooth was a staple to almost every fleet, especially Negotiator. And then the second the Executor came, whoop, migrated on over there, and then Kenobi had to use the BLT sandwich. This sounds like it's almost a trade-off where even the recommended synergy suggestions, I mean, it makes sense because Han's a scoundrel rebel. It's not even showing Hans Millennium Falcon, but you kind of see where I'm getting at. There's a lot of interesting things that are a bit reminiscent of how Hans Millennium Falcon operates here. So time will tell. We'll be doing testing later on this week if you guys want to see it. But I do despise Galactic Chase events. Well, we'll see how things go. This, it's kind of interesting. If there's going to be a Profundity, even though the ship isn't needed or isn't going to be a part of the Profundity fleet, I can kind of see this being required at some point. So we'll see where things take us here, ladies and gentlemen. Guns and Droids, leave that like, comment down below on all your thoughts. Sit back, relax. I'll catch you later on this week for some more action. But until we meet again, always remember that although the rebels are getting all the love, it's great to be in the Empire today.